We are live. And we're back in the Vintage Story community server. We say hi to General Efficiency here. So here we go. My character seems to be getting cold, but it's okay, because we're going to do some fishing. Basically, I left my character out here to do some fishing is where I'd traveled to, and we just logged back in right where I logged off. So I hope everybody's having a good evening. Nope. Messed that up. Alright, let's try this again. Reeled in too soon there. Still figuring out the fishing mechanic. Alright. I'm going to stop and have to warm my character up a little bit here soon. But I figured this would be nice to do a little bit of fishing. Got my first fish ever. Got a perch. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, we're going to do a couple more. This is also to help us get a little bit of food for winter. Well, it is winter. To make sure we got plenty of food at our base here, which I'm pretty far south of right now. I was also out looking to see if I could find the coastline. I've been told it's south of my base, but I haven't found it yet. I found this, like, large lake, which seems fine for fishing. There we go. What do we get? Oh, we got another perch. There we go. Gonna grab a couple more fish. Don't want to overfish this area, because you can apparently fish them out. But I do need to be getting back to base to get a little food for my character. But I hope everybody's having a good evening. Feel free to chat. Once we get back to base, we are going to do our copper smelt, just like I posted in the title of the stream. That's the third perch we've gotten. Okay. Getting a lot of perch. Getting a lot of perch in this here lake. See if we can't get some more before this thing freezes over here. And then we'll go start a little fire and get warmed up and head back to base. Come on, one more. I do like the addition of a fishing mechanic to the base game. It's nice. This is my first time getting to play with it, actually. There we go. Got another perch. Alright. Let's cast over here a little bit. See if we get anything over there. Alright. I just want to go investigate that soil over there, see if that's high fertility. I'm gonna have to build like a little fishing dock or something somewhere. There we go. 5 perch. A little bit of our time. Alright. So let's see what we can do here about a little bit of firewood. I could just even run home. I think that it might just be medium fertility soil over there I was looking at. Just the angle of it might have looked a little different. Yeah, it's just medium. Okay. Well, let's head home. Because it is cold out and my character is not wearing warm clothing. I'm going to grab this flint, though, because we're running low on flint at home. So let's head back to base here. And we'll see if we can't find a good little spot to set up like a little fire. Get warmed up. There's the rift activity at right now. Oh, it's medium rift activity yet, so that's going to make this journey home exciting. Alright, let's see what we can do here about a little fire. Get warmed up. See if we can't find like a little small tree just to knock down real quick. Something easy. What do we got here? Got some carrots here. Right. Not that I need those carrots right there. No block of wood in that one. Got some more crops over here. And a small tree, just what I wanted. Perfect. Knock this sucker down real quick. Get ourselves a little fire going. There we go. Anything else? Nope, that's all that dropped. Okay, so let's do this. And that. There's our firewood. Grab a piece of grass. Here we are. There we go. Grab our torch out. And get ourselves warmed up here as we work our way back to base. It's in time for the cold to start hurting our character a little bit. Chicken. What kind of grass? Oh, this is rye. Alright. Yeah, you can see it up there. As we get to the warmer stuff. Alright, alright. We're fine. We're also starving to make it more fun. Okay. We're warming up, though. Definitely need to fix up my clothing. Yeah, my clothing's basically providing 0 temperature protection now. Alright. I'm just going to head on here real quick. Head back north. While looking out for bears, I saw bears on the way out. Not a very safe area to travel through, unfortunately. What we got here? Struggling blackcurrant. It's alright. Fox over there. Now we gotta just run home as fast as we can. Because there's basically gonna be no forage to be had at this point. We have 500 bears. That's right, General Efficiency. 500 bears. This whole, like, adventure has been all about bears. There's like, crazy amounts of bears on the server. General Efficiency and I were actually fighting the same bear for, like, what, 20 minutes the other night? Don't expect any wild green flax. Yeah, sure. There's definitely not any wild green flax. I definitely have not found any that I've gathered. All of it. Definitely. No, there is some left, but I've gathered a lot of it too. Their general efficiency. It's alright. I've been grabbing all the wild grown flax that I've seen too. So don't feel bad about that. That's just how it goes. Alright. Let's go up this hill here. Yep. Somewhere apparently there's the coastline down here somewhere. That's what my wife was telling me. But I haven't found it yet. I did find a nice little lake to fish at. But I'm thinking about trying to find a way down to the coast so we have ocean access. Because I want to try fishing in the ocean some. Grab some more flint. That reminds me, I need to check on the pigs. That's a nice deep cave there. Alright. Character's starting to get cold again. Let's see what kind of crops we got here. Carrots. Yes, they're not going to be grown enough to grab and eat. The music's very dramatic right now. You ate so much flax while traveling through there. Yeah, no, I mean, flax is a great, like, resource to grab. I'm actually not far from your base. Oh, found some fennel, though. It's not grown yet, though. But there's ruins down there. One of these stone pillars. Carrots. Alright. I just have to not come face to face with a bear on the way home. Let's see here. Alright, there's some flax right here. Found some flax you haven't eaten. General efficiency. There we go. So I'm going to take it. It's my flax now. Alright. No longer starving to death. Not healing, but not starving. There's a rabbit down there. I'm not going to hunt that rabbit. Not while my character's so cold. Nice big lake here that'd be good for fishing too. Oh, I see general efficiency sneaking up on me. Alright, so there's red clay right there. Clay. Hey, general efficiency. Yeah, how's it going, man? Oh, what'd you throw me? Oh, you threw me some warm boots. Okay. Alright. Alright, man. Look at you with all the warm clothing and stuff. General efficiency over here coming in, helping me out. Look at that. Alright. Now maybe I won't freeze to death. I appreciate that, man. Thanks. Doesn't help that I've been terrible about hunting in this particular playthrough. Like, I just don't have enough hides and stuff. But I did get some pigs, though. I got some pigs earlier. So I'll have a pig farm up and running soon. Down in this hole here. Oh, what is this? What does that look like? Is that like one of those little deer? I forget what they're called. Like Panama deer or something like. It's like this weird poodoo deer or pundu deer or something like that. What is this? Strawberries. Dormant. Strong rooted. Alright, I'm going to take a cutting of that, though. There we go. Lots of strawberries over here. This is like strawberry heaven. Alright. You should come check out my forge later. I know it's a bit drab right now. Yeah, it is a little drab out right now. But yeah, now I'll come check out your forge there, general efficiency. Because I'm actually about to set up my forge. I'm going to do my first smelt tonight. Finally get my character into the Copper Age. And my wife as well. So I'm going to run home, get my character fed, and I'll come check out your forge. But how's it going, Leaf? You're on? Yeah, let's get over here. Grab a little bit of food. Go. Boop. Alright, I do need to get some medium fertility soil laid down here somewhere. I don't have any medium fertility soil on me right now. Okay, I'll deal with that in a minute. Let's see here. I'll throw these extra clothes in there that I don't need. Go. Alright. There we go. Eat some of this food. See, that wolf is still out there. Alright, dear, I stole all your food. These extra boots in here. Grunting stick. Alright, let's see here. Somewhere around here. Where's my linen? There's my linen. There we go. Actually, this is what I should do right now. Go. Hey dear, I got a present for you. Yeah, I figured you'd like that. No, just mess that up. There you go. Alright. I'll get you a tool rack right here too as well. There you go. Alright, let's see here. Put the shovel there for now. Can I put the grunting stick on there? I can. Alright. Put the fishing pole. I can put the fishing pole on there. Isn't that handy? Put my bow on there as well for now. Nice. What I'm going to do is make one more reed chest for out here. There's a place to kind of like store, you know, cuttings and stuff. There we go. Now, a little bit of extra work here. Let's see here. Do that, do that. There's still some flint in that one. Hold on. Now it's empty. There we go. Cool. It's in the wall in there. Yep. Put a wall in there for a tool rack in there. Now I do have the stuff turned off to not so the crops don't just randomly die in winter. Just make things slightly easier on the server here, especially because I got a lot of people that do a lot of farming and stuff. And let me grab some of this medium fertility soil, actually. I'm stealing some of your medium fertility soil, dear. Yeah, general efficiency. There we go. Alright. Now, let's see here. Put my bowl back over here. Take this medium fertility soil. And this is like the little berry bush area I've kind of set up over here. But we're going to do some over here now. Around this guy. There we go. Then grab those cuttings I grabbed. So we got a strawberry and a cranberry. Strawberry, cranberry. Alright, there we go, finally. Let me grab my shovel. Need my shovel. Because it is time to do the smelt. Grab these two. Let's put them right there. Oh. Guess I'll dig it out with hand by now. Yep. I just need a little bit. I don't need like a ton. There we go. Alright. Alright. Let me grab my copper. Copper. There we are. I'll just put this flint in here for now. These sticks can come out of there. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Let's save 4 of the ingots. There we go. Or nuggets, I should say. Don't need the firewood in there. And we'll put like 3 in there. 3 should be enough. Grab my torch. Get that going. Beautiful. I'll grab the tongs out just because I'm going to need those. But while we wait for that, there we go. We'll skin up these perch here. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go take these and put these in here. I think I can grind these up, right? Yes, I can. Grind up these fish bones, make a little more fertilizer. Now I'm going to put those fish fillets away. That way, my dearest wife will have some more protein to cook with. This definitely doesn't provide nearly as much meat satiation, though. There we go. I threw some fish fillets in the second one for you there, dear. There you go. Alright, let's get this out. Check our fire. Yep, that was about perfect. Alright. So first things first, we are going to make a hammer. Why are we making a hammer first? Because General Efficiency was kind enough to gift me some extra pieces of malachite that he found. And then we'll get a pickaxe. And a pro pick. I do need to top off my hunger a little bit more. Sorry, I'm just in the way. What kind of stew is this that you've made? Oh, hefty turnip and carrot stew. Nice. There we go. Top me off nicely. And we'll actually be able to have a real door soon. The pickaxe will let us actually do some other work. We just gotta wait for that to cool off. But this is release candidate 4. Ooh, that does remind me of something I need to do. Hold on. I nearly forgot a very important detail that I need to do. Alright. Let's see here. I'm going to need a little bit of clay. Let's see here. Clay. Clay. Do you have all the clay on you, dear? No, you don't. Okay. Good. I just need, like, 3. I just needed 3. That's fine. There's some in the box on the ceiling there. If it comes up. Okay? Let's see here. There we go. That should be a good start on what I need. 2. I need one more set. Well, yeah, but there's plenty of clay to be had. I just needed enough to make some cobblestone for the forge. Assuming that that's still the recipe. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, that was not enough. Hold on. Alright. I need one more clay. I miscounted. There we go. Okay. Oh. I hear Shiver out there. There we go. New forge. You've got the new forge. How do I make the bellows? Hold on. H. Bellows. Nope. Let's see here. Smelting, rockstone, farming, mechanical farming. Nope. Switching tempering. That's it. Bellows. Ah, here we go. Small bellows. What do I need for that? Oh, I need leather to make a bellows. Large bellows. Okay. Oh, crude bellows. Here we go. Oh, I see the difference. The crude bellows doesn't have, or has durability. So bear pelts. Come on, keep cycling through. I can use large pelt. Can I use medium pelts? Huge pelt. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to get some large-scale hunting going here. Alrighty then. Well, that changes things just slightly. How's it looking out here? I hear you, Botorn. Where is he at? Alright. Alright, that drifter has pushed me out of... Yep. Alright. Gonna have to hang out in here for a little bit. The Botorn currently controls the front yard. Alright. Is this pelt ready? Oh, this pelt is cured. Alright, good. Put that in here. You don't need this basket, do you? It was the reed basket you left in the basket over here. I just dismantled it, so. Oh, no. Throw that in there for now. Alright. Oh, let's brought you some more firewood back. We're outside. There we go. Making a storage vessel. Nice. Well, there's neighbors outside. They're not very friendly. Just FYI. That's right, folks. We are bravely hiding from the rift activity outside.
I mean, I came in here to nap with peace. And...
Well, I see you're doing some clay forming. It's very nice. While that happens, I'm going to check a few things here. Alright. Yeah, these are going to spoil soon. I mean, at least you got a lot of rot here coming in. So once we can get barrels, we'll be able to make some compost for the different farming projects around the base. But feel free to chat, folks. I am watching chat, especially while I'm hanging out, just hiding in my house. Great time to talk and ask questions. I'm sitting here watching you make this storage vessel, and it looks very strange. Yeah, you're doing it one block at a time.
Yeah, because otherwise it overfills.
Fair enough. That's something I can work on while I'm sitting here. You doing some napping? I'll do some napping. Now I'm making arrowheads, personally. There's some more clay up there.
It's the nearest clay pit.
It's right. No, there's clay in that basket right up there. Or there was clay in that basket right up there.
I took it.
Okay. Nearest clay pit is slightly east of here. Or west, sorry. There we go. Gonna make a few more arrowheads. Because we're gonna need these for hunting. Because we need more meat in the diet. And more hides.
On the pigs.
I haven't checked on the pigs. Because I was viciously attacked by drifters in Botorn. They decided I couldn't have the front yard. Can you believe those dastardly Botorns and drifters telling me I can't be in my own front yard?
I know.
I know. Terrible neighbors. Yeah, we are. How are you doing, Clerical Heretica? You having a good evening? We're currently hiding out from the Boathorn and stuff. Get off your property, the Boathorn. That's exactly what it sounded like. And then they let their dog loose, the Shiver. It chased me inside. General efficiency, what have I told you about feeding the stray Shivers? I see that I heard you. That you gotta quit feeding those Shivers your liver. I mean, that's why they keep coming around. They know you're offering out food. You gotta quit feeding the wildlife, man. Maybe this Shiver will be your friend. We'll domesticate them eventually. You know, that's what the clockmaker keeps saying. He keeps promising me that the locust's trying to, eat my face, or not actually trying to eat my face. Get some arrows here. So that when I can get outside and reclaim my bow. Oh, there's that bow torn. There's one on either side. Oh, drifter. Just want my bow. Sorry.
Just drifter of the house.
I'm coming. Stop any more from getting in here. That's me. Sorry. Move. I need you to move, dear. He's dead. There we go. Alright, well, I mean, at least he brought us some flax fiber, Here's our flax storage. There it is. Yeah. And I'm gonna grab these arrows. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just trying to grab my bow. There we go. Now I have a bow at least. I'm gonna eat the last serving of food in that crock. Man, those Shivers. Just... Hey, General Efficiency, you having fun out there playing with the neighbors? Yeah, he's fancy. He's actually got like a sword. Why'd you dug a hole in my roof? Rock consumes, but you consume more. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, welcome to the hidey hole. Oh man. You had to make a new dramatic entrance. Fair enough. I mean, hopefully they'll go away in the morning. We'll see. What about Leaf? Is Leaf safe in his house? Leaf's fine, you think? Okay. But everybody having a good night out there in Streamland while we hang out in our nice dirt hovel. Eventually I'm going to expand it. I'm going to mine this section out. We're going to put in like a proper like cellar and stuff and move all the food storage into the cellar. Unfortunately, the drifters and Shivers are trying to keep me from doing that. Apparently, I'm not allowed to work in my own forge. Pardon me. Like, I come back from a fishing trip just to get attacked by the Shivers and the Boathorn. As General Efficiency runs out into the crossfire. Let's see if he makes it. Yep, he made it. There's one Boathorn. Here's the other one. No, they're angling for a shot on us. You just need them to despawn and go away. Ah, and now we get a temporal storm. Yes. The general efficiency appearing is not common, but never zero. It's actually common. Oh, goodness. Indigo milk caps. Are these the milk caps the ones that make, like, interesting patterns? There is more copper in here.
So,
Oh, good. Any more copper stuffed in these places where they're not supposed to be copper?
I mean, maybe.
Okay, looks like I got it all now. Alright. I mean, we now have a forge. I just can't go put it where I want to put it. Look at that. Look at our brand new forge. I'm not going to leave it there. I'm actually going to put it out in the workshop outside once we can actually get out there safely. Oh dear. Let me see your map so I can see where the coastline is. Oh, okay, I went slightly south. I was going southwest, not southeast. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
house is here.
I see what I did. Okay. Trying to figure out where the coastline was that my wife was talking about. It's like over here. I went this way. I was going along the wrong side of it. So this over this area is actually probably the coastline right here that I just walked past. So yeah, I got way off course. 500 shivers. You gotta train them shivers. You know. You think it's a big lake, not a coastline? Okay. Yeah, I see you have another person over there on Twitch. Buddhist Ninjas, welcome. Hope you're having a good evening. It's evening for me, anyways. Whatever time of day is for everybody else. Hope you're having a good whatever time of day it is. Here we go. We're just waiting out the night a little bit while two bowtorns stalk my front yard. You can hear the arrows hitting the front of my house. You know it's a big lake since you walked all the way around it? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I haven't seen any stuff. So, okay. You seeing what Leaf was saying there in the chat? Alright, well, you know, still here in the chat thing. So you say that's a big lake down there, not really a coastline. Well, since I couldn't control the world config when I set up the world, I wouldn't be surprised if the oceans are very small. If we can even find them. Still waiting to figure out what was going on with that. Unfortunately, since server's up and running, I can't really try to mess with the world configs without deleting the server. I don't want to do that. So perhaps once we get a stable version of 1.22, we'll talk about doing a full server reset. But for now, this is just fun to play around with. I do like the look of these new oil lamps, though. But once we can get outside and stop hiding from the shivers and bowtorn, so I can actually see them to fight them, we're going to also do some hunting. Actually, while I'm sitting here, I should make a couple more spears here. I also like the new spear shape that they've done here for the napping. Definitely looks more spear-like. There we go. That'll give me something to use to fight with. Dear, I think your character's gold. Your character looks like she's starting to shiver. Alright, it's 3 a.m. So the Bowtorn was walking around right over there. Between me and my workshop. Dang you, Bowtorn. Oh, rift activity calmed down. I'll leave. Alright, looks like they all left. Good, 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 good. Oh, good, I can finally get my hammer that I made. There we go, hammer. Let's get a little bit more copper. There we go. Look at that. Yep. Okay, Bowtorn is not left. That's sneaky Bowtorn. Alright, so that's enough for 1 ingot's worth. I'm still a little short on copper. But that's enough to get me a pickaxe. And actually, what I should do is use the malachite and save the normal stuff, because, yeah, I'll just do it that way. Not that it really matters. Top off my hunger bar so I keep healing up nicely. Where'd that Torn go? Where's he hiding? We do also have a temporal storm heading in soon, in about 4 minutes. That's what the little timer at the bottom of my screen is. That's from the HUD status continued mod, or extended, something like that. I can post the mod up later if people are interested. It actually still works on the 1.22 release candidates, and it's just a client-side mod. So even on these servers you get from the game devs that normally can't be modded, you can still use it. Temporal storms are just a few hurricanes New Orleans gets every now and then. Wow. Allergen inefficiency. I mean, kind of. Alright. By about 5 a.m. it should be late enough. How's the struggle going? It's going alright. Right now the rusty neighbors, our friends the Bowtorn, Shivers, and Drifters, have told me I'm not allowed to work in my workshop overnight like I normally would. I'm sitting here just trying to get properly into the Copper Age. And the Bowtorn have decided I'm not allowed to do so. Where is he? There he is. But I got a trick for him now that it's light enough for me to see out there. Oh, missed. Too high. Oh, off to the left on that one. But how's it going with you? Got that one. I'm at a similar point in the game. Just a little ahead. Found 10 today. Nice. Yeah, General Efficiency, who's one of my players on the server, is also in the 10 runs. There we go. We're going to have a shootout with this Bowtorn here real quick. Now that I can actually see him. Alright, that's a Bowtorn down. See if I can get my arrows back. So, are you playing on the new release candidates? They're Hooded Ninja? Or Hoodist Ninjas? There you go. Alright, got those. I had one go past him. Where'd he go? Hoping to find my arrow that went sailing off this direction. Let's check my pigs. Oh, the pigs have increased in number. Not going to complain about that. Hoodie Ninja, cool. Playing stable version, not the new one. Fair enough. New one is a bit of an adjustment. That was not the tool I wanted to use for that, but I'm enjoying it. I played a whole bunch of 1.216. That's what the last server was. But me and the community decided we'd give a shot on the new release candidates. I'm not sure how they're doing that, because I definitely have not fed those pigs. I mean, I could theoretically throw food in there, and that would feed them. But I think what's happening... Oh yeah, no, I love this game. I love this game so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But I think what's happening is, since there's a boar in there, sows and other pigs are getting drawn to him and falling in there with them, is what I think is happening. Because that can happen. Now, what I need to do... One, go put down my forge instead of just carrying it around with me like a silly person. So you're getting all excited about, alright, now I can finally go and hunt down, some animals. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you join the, if you join my Discord, that you can just join the community server. Like, I have open access to people who want to join. Wait, what am I doing? I forgot to put gotta put this in there. There we go. Alright. Light that up. Let's see if we can't get a pickaxe. Oh yeah. Dear, I got you some rye.
I'm still kind of hiding in the house.
The bowthorn is dead. I shot it repeatedly with my primitive bow that I made. That may need one more piece of charcoal. Let's do that real quick. Throw that there. Awesome. Yeah. Well, tell your friend to join too when you all get to the point where you're comfortable with that. More the merrier. And we'll probably do a modded playthrough again once it's a stable version of this, because there's some quality of life mods we kind of like to run here in the community, but right now this is just vanilla. Alright. Well, maybe I didn't need that one. We'll see. Let's see where this gets to. Pick this up just so it's not in there. Yeah, I better put it back. It's going to need that extra little bit of heat to get it there. There we go. Oh, I about messed that up. About burned myself. There we go. Alright. Pickaxe. There we go. Put that away. Put the hammer away. There we go. Actually, I should probably move that. Instead of having that right over the forge. Okay, we'll put that up there. There we go. Alright. Now we've got that done. Pickaxe is cooling. I'm going to go do some hunting. I know there's a wolf I heard over this way somewhere. See if we can't deal with him. So I need some larger game than a wolf. Let's see here. Is the wolf still over here, or he's wandered off? Looks like he wandered off. In that case, what I'll do... I'm going to go hunt a goat, because I think a goat will give me a large pelt. That's what I need, is a large pelt. Hey, general efficiency. Do you know how much rendered fat it takes to cure a large pelt? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I can just look it up in the handbook. What am I doing? Large pelt.
More sticks.
We could use some more sticks, yeah. Okay, it's just 1 run fat now. Alright, that's nice. It used to be like 2 fat. While I'm out and about, I'll do a little more foraging for you. I got to use some more carrots, love. My wife's playing with me in case people will hear me, like, randomly talking to my wife.
I'm gonna close the door.
Light temporal storm is imminent. Oh, we got 30 seconds. Alright. Yeah, it's just a light temporal storm, right? It should be totally safe outside. He says sarcastically. Alright. Oh, there's the deer. The deer would totally give me what I need. Oh, this deer's coming for me. That deer came for me hard. Alright, I need to get back to base, though. Before I stand outside too long in this temporal storm. What is that? That's a dead chicken. Taking the chicken. Think too fat's the bear pelt. Yeah, dang, I was sure that deer was going to die from fall damage. So was I, but, you know, apparently that deer didn't care about the fall damage. Alright, let's see here. I can hear the sounds. Yep, there's a shiver. Hello, shiver. Yeah, that deer was not running off. He was going to fight me. Yep. Open the door. Open the door, please. Alright. Woo! Got inside just barely. Hi, love. It's a little temporally stormy out there. Yeah, that deer was just absolutely trying. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. Thank you so much. We're going to need to cook a little more food there, love. Would you like the carrots, though? Got you some carrots. Where are you storing the carrots these days?
Right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to put the carrots in the carrot box. This carrot box is full. I'll put them in this other box. So I found the deer. Got 2 deer. Or I was hunting you, deer. I also got you some poultry. Here you go. Yeah, thanks for the follow there, Hooded Ninja. Man, no, that deer was absolutely going to get me. So, in a previous set of play session, that wasn't streamed, unfortunately. And I don't even have recorded, sadly. On the server before we updated to the 1.22 here, I actually got killed by a deer, like, next to my house, because it decided to fight me, and I was at low health. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just kill this deer, get a little meat and stuff, and, you know, get some more hides and things. And that deer turned around and was just like, nope, beat me to death. And I was like, oh, that deer could fight. I was like... But... yeah, we also have to use a problem on the other server where deer would spawn in my house for no apparent reason. We never could figure out why deer were spawning in my house. It wasn't like a dirt hut like this, either. Yeah, roosters can get aggressive in this. Although, so, I was reading the dev notes from the devs for this particular release candidate. One of the things they released in this release candidate, or they fixed, is apparently the hens would become aggressive randomly after laying an egg. Not like you attacked them. Like, they would lay an egg and then decide they were going to, like, kill the player for some reason. If you were too close. It was weird. They're like, the roosters are supposed to become aggressive. The hens, not so much. It was funny. It was just like, oh, I hadn't even encountered that particular issue in the game yet, but I think it's funny that they fixed it. I have been killed by the pigs in this game several times. And lots of bears. Bears kill me all the time. The General Efficiency and I were actually just the other night on here throwing lives at a bear that decided to move into the neighborhood. That's why I love this game, though. I haven't been killed by a goat yet. I have been killed by sheep, though, in the game. That's actually my vanilla playthrough series that I have for 1.216. I have a vanilla playthrough series where I go through the whole story content. And, I got a little sheep trap I built to capture some sheep because I want to try my hand at cheese making. And, I fell in with the sheep, and the sheep proceeded to beat me to death, all three of them. Yeah, it's great weather, temporal, general efficiency. Yeah, so the sheep, do you know how damage and armor works in this game there, Hooded Ninja? Okay, so all weapons and armor have tiers. So there's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And basically, if armor and weapon damage, or NPC damage or whatever, are on the same tier, the armor will reduce it as the armor states. Basically, you'll get that flat damage reduction. So if it says reduces it by 0.5 hit points, it will automatically reduce the initial hit by 0.5 hit points and then apply the percentage reduction against the remainder. That's how it works if they're on the same tier. If the armor's higher tier, you get a little bit better reduction. And if it's lower tier, the weapon gets like more penetration against the armor. And so that improvised armor you're wearing is tier 0, basically. So it provides some protection, but most weapons and animals, like wolves and stuff, will get a decent amount of penetration through it. Sheep, apparently, have an attack rating of 3. As I found out the hard way, when I got beaten to death by my own sheep in the vanilla playthrough I did. Now, here's a great thing. They're not usually, like, hyper-aggressive or anything. It's not like they go out of their way to attack you. So, it's not like you have to worry about them hunting you down. But if you get too close to them, they'll headbutt you. And it's not like a small amount of health. So like an unarmored character or a lightly armored character, it's like a third of your health that they'll headbutt you for. Using default health values. But when you fall in a pit with 3 of them and they all start doing it, even though I was lightly armored at the time, like I was wearing armor. Not great armor, but I was wearing armor. I was actually wearing my favorite armor in the game, which is the padded gambeson. Or the tailored gambeson. It's probably my favorite armor. Because while it has a few downsides, they're very, very minor comparatively. Now let's see if I can't find where that deer went. See, this is what makes me wish I still had, like, the blood trail mod installed. But I can't have it installed on this particular server. Because then I could track that deer. But yeah, so that's kind of a rundown. There's actually a bit more detailed explanation of how the armor works on the wiki. Yeah, so the mod we used, there's 2 of them that we used kind of combined. It was called Footprints and Blood Trail, I think is what it was called. It was the other one, where if you injured the animal, it would leave a blood trail. And then all animals, including players, would leave footprints when they were wandering around. And so with 2 of those combined, it makes it a lot easier. And then we also use that in combination with the butchering mod, which I actually have a mod spotlight video on in case you want to like see how that mod works. That's because one of my community members, a guy named Honk, is what we call him for short, he very much likes the butchering stuff. Oh, got some parsnips. Oh, let's take some free parsnips. There we go. I just gotta find this deer. Run off. Oh, got some fennel there. Are you the deer that was fighting me? You look like the deer that was fighting me. Nope. Missed. I see that's still all growing. Alright. Yeah, of course. There's a lot to learn about this game. And even I'm not like an expert. I wouldn't consider myself one, even though I've got probably 500 to 1,000 hours in this game now. Where'd that deer go? Where'd he go? There he is. Dang it. Quick little guy. Alright. Get my arrows back. Be nice if I could keep... See, this brush is going to make it hard for hunting that deer. I'm pretty sure that's the same one. There he is. Oh, I can't believe I missed that shot. Eh. This deer. Like, very difficult. This is the only answer I've got to that. Normally, I would really kind of wait for hunting until I got, like, a better bow. There he is. I think that's him down there. I think he's in that bush there. Maybe? Nope. Where are you? Yeah, no, he was in that bush. Hit him. Alright, he's coming back at me. Oh goodness, he's gonna fight me. Come on, back in the water with me. Come on, come on. You want to fight? Fight me in the water, please. Ow, I'm almost dead. Oh, he got me. Jerk. Alright. Died to a deer. Okay, body's off this way. I don't think that was the same deer. That's a wolf. Yeah, I don't think he was. I don't think it was the same deer. He took way too many hits to be the same deer. I just hope that wolf isn't still chasing me. Yeah, the other night, I died to a bear, respawned, ran into a bear as I ran back to my body. And it chased me, like, all the way back to my body. It was kind of annoying. Alright, let's see here. Alright. At least I'm finding all kinds of flax along here that I'm not going to stop and pick up just now. Ow. Okay. Try not to hurt myself as I run to the corpse. Let me up the hill. Up the hill. Hello, rabbits. There we go. There we go. Alright. Get through this little area here. Of course, I reached to start another game. One of my first starts in this game, I spotted the thick forest where I couldn't see anything, got jumped by a wolf in 2 seconds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that can be rough. I can understand that. Oh, there's the deer. And my stuff. How nice of you to stand next to my stuff, deer. Come back here. Come back here. Come on. I just want to be your friend. You just hunted a deer with stones? With general efficiency, we can't all be that awesome. Sometimes I get lucky when I blind throw like that. Alright, where's this deer? Where'd he go? Alright, where'd he go? There he is. Hold on. There's something over there. Hit him. Alright. There he is. It's right over there. Alright. Now, the spears do better thrown damage, by the way. Yeah, the first time I played, really played, it took me a while to kind of figure out certain things. Oh, man. That was a little low. That was just way off. Alright. Oh, thank goodness. He's dead, finally. I got that deer after much hubbub. So yeah, no, I understand your pain about the whole, like, takes a little while to figure out the game. Oh man, I got 2 hides from that? Nice. Sweet. Okay. Let me get these bones too. There we go. Alright. Let's also fix my toolbar loadout here. Go. Put all that in there. That in there. Alright, cool. Alright. Finally back to base. I can also delete my death marker. Now we've killed 1 deer. All that over 1 deer. But not enough fat either. I'm gonna have to go kill a pig or something. What was that? No, it beat me in the lung several times. I'm in agony. Well, general efficiency, that's why you don't hunt deer with rocks. Unless you're using a sling. The sling's really good for hunting deer. Or anything else. Fool's Cone Cap. Hold on. I gotta read this one. Oh yeah, that's a poisonous one. Nope. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I know exactly what I'm gonna go do with this thing. I'm gonna go feed the pigs. Animals don't take, like, the weird poison hits from the wild mushrooms and stuff. Last I know. Because I commonly use them to bait traps. For catching, like, rabbits and stuff. I think this is also one that makes you hallucinate. I didn't know you could feed animals who start dropping food in. Yeah, you can just feed them by throwing food in there. It's just not as effective. Like, the trough basically makes sure they have some food. Because they have to eat so many times before they'll breed. So that's the whole thing. But you can throw food in there. And that's how people will breed certain animals sometimes. What's down there? Oh, it's a little bunny. Hello, little bun. I'm sorry, little bunny. You made me miss because you... There we go. Alright, come on, bunny. I'll take your meat. Thank you. There we go. Well, I see why you couldn't get out of here. But unlike him, I can dig. There we go. Alright. Continue our journey home. Yeah, see, I thought you needed the trough as well. But then I found out from some people on the Reddit and stuff that you can just drop food in there. Again, just not as effective. and requires a bit more management and stuff on your part. Now, the other thing you can also do, and you may not know this, is if you use chiseling, you can chisel out basically the middle section of the blocks and leave just a small ring of block around the outside layer, and the adult pigs will walk over it, but the baby pigs will fall through it, so you can separate out your generations of pigs and stuff that way. Yeah, raising chickens and bunnies can be helpful. The one problem with the bunnies is they don't provide as much fat as the other animals and such, which is why the pigs are so good, because the pigs provide a ton of fat and things. Hello, pigs. How y'all doing? Who wants a mushroom? I mean, they're gonna keep freaking out while I'm here, but maybe one of them will calm down and eat it. Y'all gonna calm down? They're calming down. Yeah, I think one of them just ate the mushroom, actually. Yeah, no, it's a really cool trick that I learned from the Reddit, and then I've been practicing with various designs in my various playthroughs to get it to work. There we go. Alright. Alright, dear, I am back from the hunting trip. I have more meat for you. I bring you 7 more cuts of red meat. And now I need the pot. There we go. Yep, need that. And I think 2 fat will do it. And this is something that you probably haven't seen yet, unless you've been watching some of the new content, is now you can render fat. And matter of fact, you have to render fat if you want to make pelts now. And, well, the oiled pelts now. The cool thing that they've added, though, is you can now salt pelts to make them last longer so they don't just rot on you before you can turn them into leather or, oiled pelts, which is cool. That's actually super awesome. We don't have salt, that doesn't help us, but, it's cool that they've added that feature. Oh, you just salted some pelts? Did they add that to 1.216? Did they add that to that? There we go. Alright, lump of fat. Nice. How many of these can I get? Just one? Just one. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, it's super good. Like, I'm super excited about that, personally. I'm just going to throw this extra pelt in here. There we go. And I need to put these parsnips somewhere. Parsnips. There we go. Alright. Ooh, I could actually make some real arrows. Hold on. Very nice. That's a good idea. Sadly, I don't have any salt. Because I got a bunch of pelts that were rotting on me. I didn't even think about that. That's a trick I actually commonly use in a game I play called Icarus. Where, if I got food that I want to reset the spoil timer on, I'll salt it. I didn't even think about trying that in this. For things that you can salt. See? See, you taught me something. Alright, let's see here. Arrowheads, sticks, feathers, and now we'll get some proper, arrows instead of just these little primitive ones. Can I do anything else with these in this? I can make a bone flute. We didn't reset it, but it pretty much stopped when stored in a jar in our cellar, though. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and make a bone flute. I don't need a bone flute right now, but I'll make one. There you go. Oh. Cool. Alright. You like my primitive door of hay bales? The nice thing is it makes that room count as a cellar. Oh yeah, the actual crude door. Yeah, no, I hate that thing. I refuse to use it. Uh, oh no, I don't have carrot storage in here. Sadness. Sadness. -4 degrees. I don't know. Let's hear it.
Yeah, that's what the vessel is that I need to fire in the thing.
I think you can put it out there. There's nothing going on. Let's see. Is there anything out here that's grown that could be harvested? Yeah, it was the single hardest driver for me to get to the Copper Age. That door pushed me out of the Stone Age. Yeah, no, the crude door is just such a nuisance. It is such a nuisance. That's why you almost never will see me make it. One, I forget it exists, and two, I just use hay bales until I'm ready for the Copper Age. Because, I mean, hay bales work just fine. You can take them down faster than you can, knock down the crude door, because you're going to knock it down 90% of the time. And have to put it back up. Yeah, at that point, you might as well just make hay bales. Because if you eat with that table, you'll go insane. That's because you've been playing too much RimWorld, let's be honest. I'm going to put these carrot seeds in that box next to you there, dear. Alright. Let's go back out here. Seriously? You gonna come out here and bother me? Drifter? And of course, the medium rush activity. You want me to fire this for you, dear? You want me to?
Please.
Okay. Oh yeah, the double gate. That works pretty well too. Alright, there we go. Just want that. There we go. Nope, that's not where I wanted to stick. Yay, we have copper pickaxe. We're like civilized people now. There we go. I'm gonna need some more sticks though. Alright. There we go. Oh dear, your thing's smelting for you. Alright, where's my closest copper mine? There's a couple down there. I'll go over here and poke around and see if I can't find some. But before I do that, I should grab some extra food for the road. You have a giant copper mine? Or did you get the clockmaker glasses finally? Not yet. God, you wish. Okay, then you have iron. Yep, see, they ate the mushroom. It's gone. Some of these pigs is having a wild trip. Oh, you... Not iron. Okay, never mind. Sturdy leather. It's even better than iron. Okay. Now I have to know. What do you have? What's better than iron? Grab a little clay while I'm over here in the area. you wish on the sturdy leather too. Yeah, I know that stuff's ridiculous. By the way, Hooded Ninja, if you've never made sturdy leather, don't faint when you look at the process to do so. Alright. I've guessed several times, General Efficiency. You gotta tell me what you found. Salt. That's a rift. I don't want to deal with that. And that's a drifter sneaking up on me. Go away, drifter. I just want this flex. Oh. Uh-oh. I hear Botorn. Yep, which one? It's explosives. Oh, goodness. Are you playing with explosives again there, General Efficiency? Alright. I'm just out hunting copper in this lovely, nighttime expedition. You're gonna go get brown coal. Well, don't blow up the brown coal mine near the house, alright? I found it first. Eventually, sorry, I didn't hear what you asked. Oh, I was saying if you've never looked into the process for making sturdy leather, don't faint when you do. Yeah, because sturdy leather is kind of a whole thing. It's a whole mess. General Efficiency, are you playing with explosives again? Also, where did you find these explosives? Did you make these or did you find them? Dang it. You didn't know sturdy leather existed? Oh, dang it. Come back here, Wolf. You started this fight. We'll finish it. You got him with the rock. Amazing. Yeah, no, leather's a whole process. Sturdy leather is also... oh, you bought the explosives. Of course you did. Sturdy leather is an even crazier process. Like, you'll get to the point where you kind of mass-produce leather. Got a small amount of limestone, but I have so much to do that I kind of forgot about it. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. You have to go back to the place I found limestone blocks and dig. Yeah, no, I get that. That's one of the things that, like, there's a chalk mine relatively near our base location in this area that we're hanging out in, which I'm keeping track of because we're going to need the chalk, because chalk will also give you lime. You can also use borax, but I hate the idea of using borax for my leather making, because it's too important for other things, like iron stuff. We got some strawberries there. What I'm looking for, there was like little rocks in the ground. Hey, you left Wolf back here, General Efficiency. He seems upset about you running by. He's not chasing me, though. That's all that matters. He's not chasing me. Oh, goodness. Nope. 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 That's a bear that just came face to face with me. Nope. I don't even know if he's following me. That bear came running around that tree and sat down, and I'm running off. Not dealing with that. That was a nope. Nope. Okay, it didn't chase me down. Just nope. Not fighting a bear in the dark with no armor. Not doing that. Well, at least I found some rye. I didn't really need the rye, but I'll take the rye. It's not what I'm looking for. Alright, we'll go up this way and look for copper. Because that was a big old nope. And I don't have a bear pit set up to deal with said bear. Here are chickens. What's over there? Oh, that's just stars. What do we got here? Red wine caps. Okay. So, Hooded Ninja, how are you at fighting bears in this game? You're great. They don't stand a chance. Good. Do you use like the pit method to fight them, or how do you fight your bears? I'm poking at them in a hole. See? It's pit method. Works every time. Lure the bears into a pit, poke at them, and shoot at them. That's the best way to do it. That's wolf. That wolf can have that area over there. We're not fighting a wolf in the dark. Got a lot of wolves and bears out this evening. Got wrecked way too many times. Exactly. Yeah, no. Same thing I did. Matter of fact, when I was doing my vanilla playthrough, I actually had a bear pit that I just built near my house. Because I had so many bears that spawned near my house in my vanilla playthrough. That I just kept a couple active bear pits around to lure bears into. I was hoping to find some more surface copper by now. I don't want to have to get out, like, and get to do some more panning here. Surface copper? Anyone? Cave? This is the cave where I killed that rabbit. This looks like the same cave I killed that rabbit in earlier. That's a shiver. And there's a temporal rift. Over there. Put a little distance between me and that temporal rift and that shiver. The shivers will chase you for a ways. I got away from the shiver. I fight bears head on to maintain my honor. Well, good luck with that there, General Efficiency. I mean, considering you and I basically fought a bear the other night, and the way we won is we fought it like we were the Imperial Guard from 40k. We buried it in our corpses. Some more parsnips there. Well, hello, pig. Didn't mean to startle you. Onions. Take the flint. More flint. More flint. I suppose I should actually go fence in my pig farm so that I don't get like wolves and bears in my pig farm like what happened to poor Jeff. You remember Jeff, the pig. Right, General Efficiency? Poor Jeff. He was like our pig. Yeah, Jeff did not deserve that. You're right, dear. So on our previous server, our first like pig that we like captured and kind of domesticated was a pig that we named Jeff as a joke. And a bear chased one of us back to town and then decided that instead of chasing the player, it was just going to eat Jeff, and went into the pig pen that I had started to build crudely and killed our entire herd of pigs. It was a very sad day. We mourned Jeff and his family. I kind of want to go down here and investigate this hole in the ground. Nope. This hole in the ground's got a lot of nopes in it. That I'm just not prepared for right now. Because I'm not wearing any armor. Pigs, y'all okay in here? You guys are fine. Alright. We're back at base here. I should actually feed my character. Hello, dear. Is there any more foods? Oh, there is some more food back here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some more food here in a moment.
There we go. Well, I brought you some more stuff to cook with. I brought you some more flax grain, because I know you like flax grain, and some rye grain. There you go. And seeds. There you go. Alright. Me wandering around out there the entire time carrying my pickaxe with me. Because I'm smart. Alright, I guess I'll just have to go over here and do some digging around. Because I know there's a couple copper spots over here. I see your clay, copper. And go down there, get some copper. Now, if I'm lucky, I built next to like a deep mine of copper somewhere. Hey, general efficiency, I'm going to go dig out some of the surface copper kind of between us. Flax. Ooh, more flax. Yep, gotcha. Cool. Maybe you shouldn't loot that mass grave like that. Oh my goodness, man. Well, look, they're not using it anymore. It's fine. Alright. You also have a wolf in your front yard? At the blue clay mine? General efficiency. I thought you had a better control on the animal population around here. Oh, dang. He didn't fall down the hole. Ow, ow. Alright. Running, running, running. You were torn limb from limb. How did you do that, general efficiency? Hey, bud. Don't go outside right now. I may have brought something unfriendly back to your house. Okay, that bear definitely doesn't want me to get my stuff back. So, there may or may not be an unfriendly wolf out here. Oh, found him. Got it. Quick, run. Oh, hello, bear. No, no, not me, bear. I'm too young to die. I literally just spawned back in. Oh god, now I'm going the wrong way. Okay, that bear's hanging out over there. That's fine. You can stay over there, bear. I just gotta not follow this hole in the ground over here. See, that's exactly what happened to me the other night. I died, and a bear was just right there hanging out at spawn. What kind of tree is this? That's a pear tree. Gonna mark it. Why? Because I can. Pear. There. back to my stuff. Hey, general efficiency, did that wolf get you, or did you get it? Feels like I could have come up here and mined copper, actually. It ran off? Okay. You scared it off with your rocks. Alright, let's get our stuff back. As I get kind of south here a little bit. Go. And actually, I found a place. I'll go mine some copper. That'll be a little bit better. Won't be as close to your place. I forgot about it. It was north of my house. A little closer to spawn than I might like, but it'll be alright. Yeah, once I get enough, linen going, I have to make some of that tailored gambeson armor. Then wolves won't be a threat. Yeah, once you get like a tailored gambeson, yeah, wolves like basically don't matter anymore. Like they'll kill you if you like ignore them, but they only do like one little or two little blocks of hit point damage there. Where's my stuff? Stuff. There's most of my stuff. Let's see if that's everything. Is that everything? That looks like everything. In mostly the right order, too. Sweet. Eat this bowl of food I brought with me. Well, what's left of it. Alright. Back to copper now. General efficiency, you left your bearskin rug outside. All this red clay. I'm gonna head north and go mine that copper up there. That way I'm not mining too close to General Efficiency's house. Yeah, it's not quite grown yet. Alright. It's also giving me a chance to restock on food, drop some stuff off back at the house here. There we go. I do have some bones I can put down on the ground here.
That sounds unfortunate.
General Efficiency, did you fight the bear again? Because it's looking a lot like you fought the bear again. I thought I grabbed some food. Guess not. Alright, well. Ooh, I did grab you some more plate here. Not much, but a little bit. Oh, it's literally next to your stuff. Oh. You need help with the bear? Not a lot of help, but I can try. Yeah, the bears have been really spawn campy recently in this update. You think you can get it? Okay. I mean, just ask my wife. I'm more than willing to throw myself at a bear and, sacrifice myself. As I saved her stuff from a bear the other night, and the bear chased me all over creation.
Well, the bear was sitting on my stuff.
Yeah, the bear was sitting on her stuff, and then it decided it was going to chase me all over creation after I threw a spear at it. Because apparently, how dare I? Let's put this back in here. Alright, so this is what? That's quartz. Okay, map. So there's some copper up there. There's probably some copper over this way, too, if I had to guess. There's another wolf. At least I have a good line on the wolf this time. So one of the tricks to hunting wolves is basically if you can get like a good distance like that on them, they'll run for about 12 blocks. You can hit the thing. Alright, aim it a little low. Okay, that was a little short on... Dang it. Alright. Well, that wolf got me. Oh good, I respawned in the water this time. At least I'm not next to said bear. Oh, nope, found the bear. Bear's behind me. The bear has apparently decided I don't get to spawn here. And now there's wolves between me and where I'm going. By the way, this is one of the new trader huts. Right here, this treehouse. Okay, at least the wolf and the bear are not chasing me any longer. All this so I could try and get some more copper. Oh, goodness. The animals tonight are not being forgiving. Alright. My corpse should be just right over there. This is also making me miss the player corpse mod. I'm wasting so much, like, satiation having to run back and forth chasing my corpses and stuff. Something died here. Don't know what it was. I'll take its bones, though. Those down here into the hotbar. Alright. Is the wolf still here at my stuff? Or no? Take the arrows. Those also kind of at the end of the hotbar there. Okay. Let's reorganize things a little bit. There you go. There we go. Yeah, that wolf just like, I shot him in the back with a spear and he didn't care. We're gonna get him now. This means war between me and this wolf. Stop running, bud. Alright, we're gonna get him though. Just need a good clear line of shot. Give me a good line of sight on him. Where is he? Where did he run off to? There he is, right there. Come on. Good lord. He almost had me. Alright. Ooh, this one had some fat on him, too. Sweet, I'll take the hides and the fat. Definitely. Alright. Alright, let's go see if I can't get all my arrows back now. Let's see, you had one go over here. Yep. There's two. Get my arrows back. Good. It should be like a whole ton of them over here. Or I was shooting this guy. Yep, there's that one. Now, of course, part of the problem is I'm also using like the worst bow right now. And the worst arrows for the most part. So they're less accurate, you know. They do less damage. They break more easily, all that fun stuff. That's what I got. Oh, see, there's one right there. Yeah, this is that chalk I was talking about. There's some chalk right there. Any more arrows sticking out over here? Where I was shooting that wolf? Looks like I got most of them. Alright, we'll take all this back to camp real quick, and then we'll go get the copper. But, you know, only took me 2 lives to kill it, or, well, one respawn to kill the wolf. We're getting better. That was a lag spike there for poorly explained reasons. Alright, the air bones there. Oh, love. I wish to borrow the cook pot again. Let's see here. Oiled hides.
Okay.
Oh, good. I can do 2 medium pelts with 1 piece of fat. Fantastic. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, do that.
Do you want me to start rendering?
Do you have fat? I mean, in general, yes, we're going to need to render fat, because 1, it will make it last longer, and 2, we need it for curing pelts. What I need is get some extra fat, so I can cure some more pelts. Alright, how are you doing out there? Oh man, I got 11 people out there watching stream on YouTube and a couple people on Twitch. It was a good night. I hope everybody's having a great day. Good, got that done. We're going to oil up these 2 medium pelts. There we go. Just put that one down there. There we go. How's this guy ready? Almost. I mean, he's part of the way there. Let's see here. I'll eat this one. There we go. Alright, good enough. You go put away some stuff real quick, and then I'll get back to the hunt for copper. This glorious copper that's keeps running into problems with wolves and things. Alright. Oh, these turnips finally grew over here. Alright. The seed box here. Throw that in there, throw that in there. These turnips in there. Beautiful. One of the seeds anyways. Put the actual turnips back in the food storage. The shelter slash house. Or the cellar slash house. Alright. Turnips. Nope, that one's full. There we go. Alright, love. I'm back out to try round 3, get to the copper. That's my wife playing in the game, by the way, folks. She's also sitting here next to me in the computer room that we both share. Meanwhile, our cat is in here somewhere Passing judgment on us. Yep. At some point, I'll convince Blaze Wing, my son, to get on to the server with us. And then he and General Efficiency can get back into their shenanigans that they normally do. How's that sound, General Efficiency? Alright, we've got some crops up there we'll go investigate. Sounds good. See, there you go. Though I think he's probably going to want to stream some roadside research tomorrow. I just have this suspicion that that's going to be what he's going to be all about. Here, a goat. I kind of want to capture a goat. That's a bear. No. No. No bear. Bear bad. Wait, I have a shovel. Hold on. Let's find a good spot. I like to do a 3x3. Alright, let me grab my dirt. I'll do this real quick. Alright, cool. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so now what we'll do is go down. We're going to get ourselves a bear. Actually, I'm going to go down one more. Just to be sure. There we go. And we're going to make our exit like right here. Go. That should be deep enough. Yep. 3 blocks deep. Cool. So if anyone's wondering what I'm doing, bears have a lunge attack that is basically 3 blocks deep. Alright. Where's my bear? Bear, where'd you go? Come here, bear. Bear. I saw you, bear. Where are you, bear? Just need a good line on the bear. Is that him? No, that's a tree. Where's the goats? Goats are fine. Where's the bear? Here's my coal, which I'll probably want some of. Where'd the bear go? This is how I'm going to get ambushed by a bear somewhere. Being dumb here. I'm definitely going to get ambushed by, like, a bear. That's my luck. I'm going to grab this flax. Just to grab it. Where'd you go, bear? Did you go around this way? Bear? Alright, so I know... Let's do this. Let's come over here. We're going to go right here. Just mark this. I'm just going to put a little X, marks the spot. Bear pit. There we go. Save. Okay. Now. I just have to find said bear. Let's get the bow. If I gotta sacrifice anything, I'll sacrifice an arrow or two to lure him into this thing. I saw him like right over here somewhere. Okay, that's a pig. It's not a bear. Where did he go? We all saw that brown bear, right? I'm not crazy, right? Goats. Yep. Kind of want to just get rid of this bear because he's a little close to where I want to mine for copper anyways. And do some other stuff. I was coming through, like, right in this area. Where'd this bear go? There's goats. Do a little bit of hopping here just to try and get a better view on things. Is that him down there? No, that's like a... Nope. That's actually true. Some of the bears are more aggressive and bigger and badder. So bears do have different stats. Some being just inherently worse than others. Like the polar bear is actually the worst. So that is kind of true. It's particularly in 1.21. In 1.22, they've kind of leaned into that a bit and changed up the bears a bit. Oh, that's Drifter. Not the bear I'm looking for. Dang it, Drifter. I'm trying to hunt a bear. Leave me alone. Let's get out my lantern. Or torch. Here. Get. Dang, Drifter. Alright, fine, Drifter, fine. Get the memo. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Especially when I'm trying to hunt a bear. Yeah, no, but some of the bears are worse. The worst being the polar bear. Straight up stronger and hits harder and has more hit points and everything than, say, the brown bear, which is the second weakest of the bears. I think the weakest is actually the panda. Or the sun bear. One of the two, because both of those exist in the game. But you only see those in jungles. Then, after the brown and black bear, well, the black bear, then brown bear, then there's a grizzly, technically, variety. And beyond that's then the polar bear, which is the most aggressive and meanest and all that. And if you ever do a Snowball Earth playthrough, be ready to deal with these, like, polar bear after polar bear after polar bear. Just FYI. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to drop off a little bit of stuff I found here. Restock on food. Since it's getting a little driftery out. Stay here walking past my own house. Right, let's see here. Grab that. Put that there. Put this down before they wander in on us. Alright. Flax for you. Well, I did not get any grain on that one. Sadness. Unfortunate. There we go. Make some more firewood. There we go. Yeah, I know I'm hungry. Game. But yeah, no, some of the bears absolutely are worse. You were correct in noticing that difference. There we go. Oh, your jar is ready, by the way, dear. Which actually reminds me. Oh, okay. Also, do be careful out. It is a little driftery out right now. Go ahead and get this watering pot made for you. There you go.
Just get enough heat to put in the food.
Good. I can get you some more peat as well if you would like.
I'll go out and get some more paint.
Okay. I'm going to finish digging out my charcoal pit real quick. Assuming the drifters and things don't make that too much of a problem for me. Actually, you know, it'd be a great mod. I just had a thought on this, and other people give their opinions on this. But you know how you make industrial coke out of like coal or black coal or brown coal or whatever in the game, and you have to do that in a coke furnace. It would be great if you could use the coke furnace to make charcoal out of your firewood at a better ratio. At a better conversion ratio. Because right now I think it's like between 5 and 7 charcoal per stack of firewood, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it's 5 to 13. It's like some really large gap that you can get per stack of firewood you put in a charcoal pit. So I think if you go through... I've never tried it. Then I've also never made a coke furnace in the game, so I don't know for sure. But just as a thought, I think that would be a great, like... If it isn't in the game, I think that'd be a great little addition as either a mod or a base game thing. I know you can use, like, the beehive kiln to be more efficient than your pit kilns, you know, as far as just, like, volume of stuff you're firing, as well as giving you the ability to change the color of the stuff you're firing. You know, based on what type of clay you made it out of, and based on what temperature and how many, like, doors in your beehive kiln you've got open and all that. Which, again, I've never done any of that either. Just because I've never made a beehive kiln in the game. I've done steel. And I've done cheese once. You know, cheese in itself is a whole journey. And steel's also a whole journey. I've also never done crop nickel, which is what you need for like the Jonas tech. Because you have to have industrial coke to do the crop nickel. It's not for lack of having nickel or copper or anything. And I've also never made sturdy leather. I know Honkfather, who's one of my community members, has done it. But I've never personally made that journey. I've gotten to the point where I had, like, sulfur to make the sulfuric acid you need for that and all that. And I've gotten the chromite for the chromium. But I've never actually followed the process. So, the main thing about leather, and this is what I'll tell you there, Hooded Ninja, is that it's not really complicated. It's a bit tedious. Yes, surface sulfurs is not too bad. But as long as you've got a consistent source of lime and oak trees, you'll be fine as far as making leather goes. Unless you're in the south, in which case then it's acacia trees that you need instead of oak trees. So one of the things I tend to do is I'll tend to make myself a wooden crate, which I'll keep just stocked with oak logs, so that I've always got oak logs to make my tannin with. And I'll usually do, at a minimum, I'll do a 3-barrel setup. Sometimes I'll do more, and basically it's always in lots of 3, so I'll have, like, you know, a dedicated barrel or 2 or 3 for my lime water, and then I'll have another dedicated equal number of barrels dedicated for my weak tannin, and then I'll have a set of dedicated barrels for my strong tannin. I'll just kind of keep them always cycling through, so that I'm always making leather, basically. I just never stop producing leather. Like, if I have hides, I'm producing leather. Once I get to the point that I'm making leather. The only exception to that is bear pelts. Sometimes I'll turn those into, like, bear pelts instead of leather. And that's only because that's the only way to make the bear armor, is you have to have bear pelts. And they haven't added the ability to repair the bear armor yet to the vanilla game. Now, there's a mod out there that lets you repair it once you've made it, which I usually run that mod. just because it makes sense to me that I'd be able to repair that armor. There we go. Got all my charcoal finally. Okay. Toss all that in there. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Top off my food again. There we go. Take that one. Cool. How's the rift activity looking? Low? Okay. Try and get to the copper again here. Even though it's nighttime. Still got my pickaxe. Hopefully we won't run into the bear. But if we do, hopefully he's next to our bear pit. Or even if we're lucky in our bear pit. Which is very unlikely. But yeah, so to do the sturdy leather, you basically have to be able to make regular leather, but you don't actually fully make the regular leather. You do like the preparation of it with washing it in the lime water, and then you have to chromium tan it, basically, where you use sulfuric acid and chromite and some other stuff to tan it, and then you have to like wax it with beeswax, basically. Okay, I think I'm close to the bear. Because I just found a dead raccoon with large bites out of it. Ooh, ooh, animal fat. Yes, animal fat. Okay, okay, we're gonna be careful. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for the bear. We are near our bear pit. In fact, we're going to go stand near the bear pit, just in case the bear shows up. You cut down a tree with bees. Oh goodness, oh goodness, nope, wrong button. Ah, I died because I hit the E button. Good lord. Alright, well, yes, so, if you have trouble finding bees, I can give you some advice on that. Until you get good at listening for the sound of the beehives, there's a mod you might want called Buzzy Bees that adds the word buzz at the bottom of the screen in nice bright yellow letters whenever you're near bees. And it adds more letters and buzzing, you know, like drama to the letters the closer you are. Until, like, there's just giant words just like buzz, buzz at the bottom of your screen that you're, like, right under the tree with bees in it or whatever. I used that mod until I figured out where bees were and how to spot them. Yeah, that was how I learned how to find bees, is I used that mod. And eventually got to where I could pick up the sound. And that mod was made by a mod maker who's like, you know, people who have hard of hearing or whatever need an easier way to find bees. Now, I'm not hard of hearing, but I was going crazy trying to find bees. Alright. Well, I found the bear, unfortunately. Yeah, headphones also help. And I do wear headphones, so that's one of my things, is I always have headphones on. Alright, so let's grab the stuff, see if Mr. Bear is still around. Gonna hide down in here. Alright, Bear. You still here? Get all my stuff? Looks like I got all my stuff. Alright, normally bears don't wander too far after they kill you. There he is. Yep, come back here. Yep, he's coming back. Oh, goodness. Come on, bear. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the smart thing. Go back to my house, heal up a little bit, and we'll come back and deal with that bear, now that it can't go anywhere. Yeah, and the thing with the bees is I'll tell you, the volume on the bee sound is also pretty low. So that's probably why you don't hear them very often. So what I'll do is if I hear any, I'll kind of turn up my volume on the stream and show you once I get my character kind of topped off on food stuff here. Grab that and steal some more food. There we go. And also, since we're here, I'm going to borrow the cooking pot again. We're going to get that other hide going. Now I just need to get enough fat to deal with the bear hide. One more of those. Because I can now get this hide tanned. All this effort to tan a hide. But I'm not going to complain about a raccoon with a free animal fat on it. Thanks to that bear. I don't need the dirt. Put that there. There we go. Rendered fat. Beautiful. Large oiled hide. Finally. Put this one down like right here. There we go. Beautiful. How's the rift activity out? That's what I want to see. Still low? Okay. There we go. Alright. Do this. Toss that in there. Grind that up. There we go. Alright. Time to go deal with our bear. Yeah, I can make more stuff over here at the bear. Hopefully I don't have any rifts next to my bear pit, because I'd rather not deal with that. Let's see here. Could use a few more sticks, though, before I go and fight the bear. There's a rift right there, in between me and my bear. Go away, rift. Oh, hello, Shiver. Nope. No. That Shiver jumped right in my face. Now, I'm not healed enough to deal with that right now. He's still chasing me? Maple sapling. Bad drifter. Or bad Shiver. Grab some rocks. Got some more flint, which is good. Here I am, just trying to get a few sticks. No, I mean, I really shouldn't be out at night trying to do this. There's a stick. Shiver was like right here, was he? Alright, grab a few more sticks. Alright. Yeah, but this is also one of those games where sometimes knowing when to run away is the better part of valor. Go. Alright, map-wise, where are we at? So I need to head north a bit more. I don't want to get into this forest too much, because I know bears like to spawn in this forest, hence the bear I've got captured. There's also wolves in there often. What I could do is stick my nose in just far enough, get a few horsetail. There's those. Grab a few more. Some of that. Like, it's a couple more horsetail. Game, if you'd be so kind. That's a cave I don't want to go into. That's what that is. There we go. Cool. Horsetail. Alright, let's go find our friend the bear. Oh, there's one of my arrows I was missing. I think that was the one I actually shot the bear with. How we doing, bud? Hi, bear. You behaving yourself? You being a good bear? There we go. Patch ourselves up a little bit. Because one of the things you may not realize is that carrying a torch or something in your offhand increases your hunger rate by 30%, and healing also increases your hunger rate by 30%. Hi, you noticed I'm back? Oh, I missed. How's it going? And this bear's got good weight on it too. I want to kill this one because it's going to have extra fat and extra meat and hides. Because I think when they have good weight, you get like an extra 20% drop of normal materials. Yep. Out of arrows. Ooh, too close. Too close. So what I need to do is actually push this back a little bit. So we'll dig this one out. Needed it 4 back. Yep, I'm going to. I'm just digging this out to give myself a little better route out. There we go. Alright. How's it going, bear? Come here. Come here. I'm right here. Come face me, please. Oh, I hit the wall. I'm out of stones. Well, I guess I'll have to make some more arrows. Hey, bear, do you mind if I make some more arrows here real quick? Cool. Just gonna sit here and nap some arrows while me and the bear hang out, get to know each other a little bit. You know. I'm glad in general the game doesn't let you make mistakes on flint napping. There we go. How you doing, bear? You doing good? You see that? That's how you make arrows. Go. Bear, how we doing? Come here, bear. Oh, I missed. Bear, I need you. Why am I missing? Bear, I need you to, like, physically be here so I can hit you with arrows, please. How did that miss? Okay, that one didn't miss. I'm out of arrows again. Yes, yes, yes. I understand you're grumpy. You're sitting on my spears and arrows, though. I don't like this. It's got my 2 spears right now. I may have to make a spear. Yeah, we'll make a spear real quick and try poking at him. It's one of those things, if you and the bear kind of share a range when you use a spear, because the bear's got a couple different attacks it can use, one of which is a, like, 3-block lunge attack, basically. Which is why you kind of want to build these little doorways, like, 4 blocks back. So that's one of the problems. There we go. Got that. And we'll also make a spear real quick. Because we can. Unfortunately, sitting here doing this by torchlight is very difficult. Alright. How you doing, bear? You doing good over there? Behaving yourself? Grab a spear. There we go. And we'll just make the rest of those into arrows. Cool. Come here, bear. Come here. Come here. Come try to get me. Come on. Dang it. Stop moving, bear. Come notice me, please. Okay. Oh, that's sort of working. Yep, see, there was that lunge attack. Got him, finally. Good lord, bear. Yeah, that was a good idea on the spear, by the way. Okay, put my arrows back in here. My decent arrows. My torn up spears can go there. Cool. And we got 18 meat, a bear pelt, and some fat. Nice. Good call on making the spear. It gave us just enough range to hit them, as long as they weren't lunging. Alright. Cool. Bear is dealt with. Moving on. Delete. Actually, what's my parish timer on that? It's 3 days. Okay. Yeah, it'll be alright. I can go do a quick spot of mining and come back. Grab my pickaxe real quick. Here's the brown coal right here, so let me map that. Map. Come on. I don't want to do the whole thing. Brown coal. There we go. Alright. Do I have a shovel on me? No, I do not. Okay. So what I will do is dig down a little bit. No, I'm out of food again. Alright, just want to dig down a little bit, just see how deep this is. How deep down's the brown coal? I feel like the brown coal is going to be deeper down than I really want to go. So we'll go like one down here. Yep. Yeah, it's deeper than I want to deal with. Alright. Not going to bother trying to dig for the brown coal there. Because what I need is the copper. Where's that copper? Copper. Where you at? The marker says you're right here, and that I'm right on top of you. There it is. Okay. Okay, so let's dig this out a little bit. we'll go ahead and grab these nuggets real quick. This is where I wish I had a pro pick, so I could know when I've mined it all out. Alright, so it's going to be like right in here somewhere. There it is, right there, perfect. So it wasn't too deep down. Grab what we can. I feel like this one might be smaller than I was expecting. I do have cave-ins turned off for people who are curious on this server. Or at least they're supposed to be. Yeah, they are. There we go. Any more this way? Yep, there's definitely more. Let's do one more layer back here. See what we find. Yep, there's some up above too. And my inventory's filling up too. If I've got to drop anything, it'll be the conglomerate stones. I don't need those. Oh, see, they go up even higher. Here we go. Any up there? No. Okay. Wow. This is an interestingly laid out copper node. Yes, I know, I'm hungry. I got you, game. Yeah, I got you, game. We'll head back home and get some food. Alright. Copper, copper, copper. Eat all that copper. Lock this one out just in case. Yep, there's one up there. Alright, what about over this way here? Any more? I'm not seeing any more. Okay, that's probably all of it. So we'll... No, wait. I almost forgot this one. Right here. Right at the entrance. Yep, and there's even more. So what I'll do is actually dig down here a little bit. Get myself a way back up, or not. Now I'm also cold? That's weird. Oh, man. So much copper. It's poor, too, so this isn't a great copper mine. Alright, let's see here. Any more down here? It's a bigger copper node than I thought it was. Alright, well, that's all I'm going to dig out for now. Knock this one out so I can get out of here. Okay. Now what I am going to do... because I hate leaving all these stones around. There you go. Is that all of them? That's most of them. Okay. Back to base now. Finally got the copper, we got some meat, we got bear hide that we need to go decide what we're going to do with. Be it tanning it for later for leather, or be it, you know, making a belt out of it. Yes, I can set a bush on fire to keep myself warm. The reason I'm not, because I actually used that trick a lot when I was doing my Snowball Earth playthrough, is because with all this grass here, that fire will spread. Because I do have fire spread turned on. Because I like to make life difficult sometimes. But right now, the more immediate problem is not the cold, it's actually the lack of food. Hello, chickens. That's actually what's killing my character right this second. I brought you some more bushmeat, love. There we go. I'm getting food. But as you can see, I'm also, like, plenty warm enough once I'm here in the house. What it is probably the fact that most of my clothing is, like, shredded pretty badly. Actually, that's one of the things I could do. Hold on, I've got enough grass. There we go. We'll make a grass hat for an extra +1 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's see here. Where's my hammer? There's my hammer. Hello, hammer. Let's see here. Each one of these is only worth 15 units of copper. Go. Yeah, that's 120. That's actually a decent amount. We can work with that. The other thing I need to do is, let's see here, bear pelt. I want to make... Ooh, I can use that to make a hide hat. Okay. Rawhide trousers. Coat. Ooh, I can make a cape. Or wrap. What's that going? No, I wouldn't want to use a bear pelt for that, though. Okay, so use some of the animal pelts. So it takes too fat. Yep. Broad tunic might not be too bad either. Okay, so let's go into here. Not soaked. Oiled. Alright, cured. There we go. And with that, I can make all kinds of cool stuff. Like the bear armor. Which I might do the bear armor. Yeah, I might do that. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our cooking pot. Get our fat. Grab 2 pieces of firewood. Oh, good. That's even lit. I didn't even have to light that. Nice. I'm going to put these extra arrowheads in here. Grab this extra copper that I didn't realize I had in here. Yeah, I like the bear armor for multiple reasons. Because one, it actually provides you a warmth bonus. It's the only armor that does. So if you're having to deal with a lot of cold, the bear armor is actually fantastic. And it's a little better than the improvised armor. It's not quite as good as, say, a tailored gambeson, but it's a good, like, once you get to the point where you can kill bears, it's a good, like, step up. There we go. Bear pelt. Check. There we go. Just let that sit on the ground for a bit. Cool. Oh, wait. I almost forgot something. I need some of that. I need some clay. Alright. Cool. Now, let's see here. I have some more copper out here, don't I? No. I must have put my copper all inside. Okay. Well, that's alright. So let's grab 20 of it. Because I'm going to make one more thing for fun. The rest we're going to save for ingots. Let's get ourselves a couple ingot molds, though. There we go. A few more voxels of clay. Because something else I haven't gotten to do is play with the new forge system yet for metalwork. Go. Grass. And now I need sticks. Because I'm out of sticks. Alright, well, we'll put the extra clay in here. We'll just keep out 40 copper, just so I know that that's going to be for my 2 ingots. There we go. Let's grab some sticks real quick. Okay, more sticks. The never-ending quest for sticks. You never really outgrow sticks. Can't wait to have shears to make getting sticks so much easier. Getting some sticks. I have enough now. Cool. Alright. Now I can make my ingot molds. Get those all fired up. And then I'm gonna need some fuel. Light the sucker up. You can also use a pit kiln to keep yourself warm, by the way. Like any of these. The forge will also warm me up some, in case you're wondering. There's that. Where's my tongs? Tongs. Hello, tongs. And I need what? 3 charcoal. 3 charcoal should do this. There we go. Yep, got it in there. Cool. Beautiful. Pick this over here. I don't know if I can get that. I like the changes they made to the earthenware jug. Looks nicer. Should go put away these seeds while that warms up. Oh, there's. I was like, where'd the seed box go? She moved it. There we go. Cool. I have shrimp in my area. Are you trying to shrimp me again? General efficiency? General efficiency has returned. Let me guess, you had to go make a Taco Bell run. Alright. Nope. Every time. Every time. I almost forget to put this in my offhand. Alright. And so, now I want a pro pick. No. Now I had to go help your brother with something. Yeah, that's fair. I get it. Alright, cool. Very good. So, we've got that going. I do think I'll go grab some more food, actually, before I run off and starve again. There we go. Top my hunger off here. Oop, that wasn't quite enough. Alright, grab one serving out. Okay, there's another thing of food back there. Cool. Alright. Now what I should give... Whoa, what attacked me? Oh. Oh, stupid drifter. Bad. Bad drifter. Bad. Bad. Nope. Stay. Stop. Really low activity, too. So what I'm going to go do now is mine a little bit of chalk for some lime. And also mine some brown coal for fuel. That way I'm not having to deforest the whole world to fuel my charcoal furnace. Let's see here. And that way I'll also be ready to make leather. Because oak trees I got. I got oak trees. Now I just need lime. Hello, chalk. Oh, and there's brown coal right here. Perfect. Double whammy. Now I need to come see your forge, actually. Well, I was hoping there'd be more brown coal in this chalk node than apparently there was. I mean, it could also be below me. Yeah, I'll come down and take a look at your forge here in just a second. I'm just grabbing a little bit of chalk, so I've got some lime ready to go. Once my ingot molds are done. There we go. That my offhand. Come here and be like chalk quarry. Let's see here. We'll do this. I'm going to go white, and we're going to go chalk. How do you spell chalk? There we go. I can remember how to spell. There we go. Save. Alright. Cool. But yeah, let's go take a look at General Efficiency's forge. It's much nicer than my forge. Mostly because I don't have anything like fancy leather to make a bellows yet. But once I do, we're going to make that bellows. And then we'll figure out this whole quenching and tempering system they've put into the game. I've seen a few videos about it, but I haven't tried it myself. And I know it's going to be an interesting thing to experiment with. Oh, I think there's a trader over there. Oh, there is. That's the commodities trader. I know which one that is. Never mind. Never mind. I thought I just discovered something new. I have not. Actually, that's something general efficiency. Have we found a treasure hunter trader yet? Because I have not seen one. Alright, let's... you found several treasure hunter traders. Of course. Of course you have. Alright, is your forge this area out here with like the whole um little thatched roof set up? Oh, I see you with your fancy tin bronze anvil and your like decoratively assorted nuggets of metals and your bellows. Oh, you got the small bellows. Yeah. Ooh. Fancy support beam work. I like that. I do like that. Good job on that support beam work. Got your rammed earth to hold your little lamp. Nice. 2 copper ingot molds. You got a little brown coal stand. Nice. You have a cellar now? Oh yeah, that's right. You were working on the cellar when we were over here before. Let's take a look at this. Oh. Got some pine boards down here. Nice storage vessel. Very nice. I like this. Nice looking little cellar. You gonna put a door in or anything? Or are you gonna try and make like some blue cheese? Because there's like this whole process you have to do with making blue cheese. Like a whole trick to it. Yeah, you are soon? Cool. Oh, look at you with your fancy sound box. I wonder why I'm not hearing the music from this. What track do you have in there? Oh, it's the normal one. Okay, that's why I was confused. So let's see here. You've got Hollowcroft, Cultured Tavern, and the Serfs. Okay. This is the Resonator, if you've never seen one there before. Hooded Ninja. Yeah, I did turn down my music actually the other day because it was like drowning me out here. So I can go in here and come back into sound and turn the music up a little bit. There we go, to like there. You know, I'm hearing it better. Yep, I hear a boat horn. There he is. Got that boat horn. You got a temporal rift right next to your house there. General efficiency. I dealt with your Bowtorn, but now the drifters apparently took umbrage at the fact that I killed their Bowtorn. But yeah, no, that's the Resonator. Well, it's the small version that you can buy from the various merchants, generally artisans and luxury good merchants. That drifter threw a rock at me. And then you can get those tuning cylinders all over the place in different ways. You know, you can get them from, like, exploring ruins or even panning bony soil. You'll get some that way. It's a whole thing. They're pretty cool. Oh, that's a pig. I was like, wait a minute, is that a wolf coming towards you? No, it's a pig. Right. Got some peat in here. But general efficiency, he's like our dedicated cave diver. He loves cave diving. He's very good at it. He finds all kinds of cool stuff in caves. Even stuff I've never even seen before in the game. Got another temporal rift over here. Yes, hello, Drifter. I do not need your help today. Don't need that. If that Drifter's still following me, doesn't appear to be. Guess he gave up. You've seen practically every common and every uncommon cave ruin. Cool. See? There you go. Oh, good. This is ready. You can now have a prospecting pick. Fantastic. There we go. Oh, right. I've got a pickaxe now. Hold on. I completely forgot one of the things I was going to do. Here we go. Put that into place there, right there. Okay, good. There's nothing in this. I can move this. Fantastic. There we go. Great. Fantastic. There we go. What we'll have to do is I think I'll push this wall back here a little bit. Keep it nice and even. Can I take this one out? Good. That does not leave a hole. Beautiful. Alright, this still counts as a cellar, which is what I wanted. Good, because what I think I'll do is I'm going to carve like a path back right here, and that's going to be the actual cellar, and this will be like the front room. I'm going to push this wall out at some point here. Probably add in like a window, because I'm thinking I'm going to build kind of a Hobbit-style home this time. In this one. I might need to raise the ceilings a little bit, though. Or maybe just lower the floor. Probably easier than raising the ceiling. It's kind of my long-term plan there. There we go. Got the food all taken care of. Close this up real quick. Put my stones back down. Got some more stones here. There we go. And I'm just going to stack these over here next to the quern. Well, near the quern. Here's my chalk. Cool. But I do think we're going to have to call this episode, or this stream here soon. I want to thank everybody that's been hanging out. Because I unfortunately have a child that likes to get up early in the morning. So I have to be ready for that. But thank you all for hanging out and chilling out with me in the stream. And we got our copper tools like we wanted. So you all have a great one, and we'll catch you all in the next one. And I'll be streaming again tomorrow night, but it's going to be something different. It's not going to be Vintage Story. It'll probably be The Last Plague Blight, as I kind of do that on rotation. So, you all have a great one, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.